with Apple Valley Performing Arts Review. Tonight, we're pleased to bring to you a special report. On Saturday, May 7th, 1983, a very special event occurred in Yakima. The Yakima Folklife Association joined hands with the Yakima Valley Historical Museum to inaugurate the first annual Yakima Folklife Festival. Thanks to Yakima Community Television, I was on hand to record some of the highlights on videotape. I talked to one of the prime movers of the festival, Leo Segal.
About 2 years ago, when we were at the Seattle Folklife Festival, saw what a good time that was and wanted to have something here in Yakima. So that was the beginning of a dream, a vision of what could happen. And last January, started really talking about it seriously and got some people together in somebody's living room. And it was Dewey and Janet, myself, and we just started making some real rough plans and started figuring out who would be able to help with it. And bit by bit, the pieces started falling into place, and so here it is.
Leo, what were the greatest problems you had putting this together?
Well, I think just because it's the first year, just trying to figure out how the thing was going to work, making the initial contacts with groups that were going to perform. I think the first year people didn't quite know what it was going to be.
Leo, what is a Folklife Festival?
Well, it's basically just an opportunity to get together and really celebrate the diversity of traditions that various cultures have. In the Yakima Valley, we have that diversity, and so it seems natural to have a festival at which people's crafts and food and their music and dance and their children's activities and whatever it is brought together so we can see those differences and enjoy them and celebrate them.
How's it being received?
Well, we think really well. Last couple of days it looked like it might, the weather might put a damper on things, but the sun was clearing up this morning, and the sun has been real nice to us. It's shining down right now, and people seem to really be enjoying it and finding out what it's all about.
Your name is Dewey Heilman.
Right.
You had something to do with this Folklife Festival, is that right?
Well, I was one of the main music coordinators to get all the bands and the stages and stuff together.
Well, according to the paper, you got a huge amount of bands together.
We did. We got, maybe 25, 30 of them.
Who is this we're hearing right now?
Right now we're hearing very popular Melody Acres doing some bluegrass country swing type stuff.
Don't they have the Thomas Boy as a violinist?
Yes, national champion from right here in Yakima.
According to officials at the Yakima Valley Museum, more than 3,000 men, women, and children were on hand. The festival had something for everyone, from clowns to jazz bands, from medieval knights to belly dancers. The well-known Melody Acres Band was in good form under friendly spring skies, featuring Yakima's own Doug Thomas, nationally acclaimed fiddler. Even a puppet got in the act. The band was well received, but the puppet stole the show. The younger generation wasn't as impressed. We checked out the hula dancers and the frame loom weaving of David and Helen Middleton in the upper level of the museum. The crowds loved the homemade ice cream and the clowns and the circus wagons. The Society for Creative Anachronism showed up with a medieval suit of armor and provided an instructor to explain the finer points of dressing in a suit of mail.
It was just protection against cuts. And if some guy got you hard enough, the force would probably be translated into your body and you might break a bone, but you wouldn't necessarily lose blood over it. You have your bone set and
We visited the Advanced Learning Center of the Franklin Junior High School and studied Tahitian anthropology.
That's a Tahitian dance. That's an otea, which means there is no story. Just fast shaking of the hips.
Now, is that done by men and women?
Sometimes. There are some oteas that are men and women, and some that are just strictly the women doing the dancing.
Do you teach the dance here in Yakima?
Yes, I do. I have a
What involved you here with the Folklife Festival today?
Well, they called and asked if we would be interested in performing, and I said, of course.
We traveled from the South Sea Islands to the Appalachians and the Scottish Highlands in the space of a few minutes. Then, for a change of pace, we headed back to the museum to catch John Viotti's excellent jazz combo. We couldn't pass up the gorgeous fire engine or the famous wagon collection at the museum. Before we left the museum, we talked to a man named Rick.
Are you from Yakima, Rick?
No, I'm a long ways away from Yakima. Originally from Oregon. I'm living up in Packwood now.
What brought you to the Folklife Festival?
Down here for Mother's Day to visit my mother-in-law, and
Are you having a good time?
a real good time. A lot of fun.
Would you come back if we did it again next year?
Great time.
I say we. I had nothing to do with it. Have you been in the museum here before?
No, I've never been. It's a very, very interesting place. I've been meaning to come when we've been here to visit my mother-in-law, but just haven't had the chance, and it's some very unique things.
Nice talking to you. Come back.
Will do. Thanks very much.
Well, now it was time to turn our attention to the serious and ancient art of belly dancing. Like the old saying, time flies when you're having fun. It was time to leave, but Leo Sigel promised it wouldn't be the last Folklife Festival here in Yakima.
Are you going to do it again next year? And if
Well, I think the one thing we'll change is we'll have it more than one day. I think that the interest that we've had so far, that definitely a two-day event is something we're going to look at real seriously. We'd make a few minor changes just in terms of organization, but things seem to be moving along all right.
Well, hope to see you there in 1984.